Mambo vipi mwana SNS, karibu sana. Mimi naitwa Frederick Bundala Skywalker. Tupo na msanii kutoka nchini Nigeria, kutoka Chocolate City, Chuck City. Anaitwa Tariq, ametoka Nigeria na yupo hapa Tanzania kwa ajili ya media tour. Amepita Clouds na sasa hivi tuko naye hapa SNS. Na niko na DJ Sma kuungana na Tariq kupiga naye story. Tariq, how are you, brother?
I'm feeling blessed, I'm good.
Welcome to Tanzania.
Yeah, I'm happy, I'm excited.
Yeah. So, how is the experience so far in Tanzania?
I mean, like I said, I haven't stayed like more than 24 hours, but so far it's been good. I'm hoping to have like some fun, but I've been in a couple of radio stations and then it's just been beautiful, and I just already have a couple of friends from there. So.
Oh yeah. For what did you see that stands out to you about the culture and the people here in Tanzania?
The food.
Which food did you eat?
There was one that looks like pizza. But it wasn't pizza. There's chicken in the middle, and I had it for breakfast today. And I think the guy said samosa. What?
Samosa?
No, it's not samosa.
Just my.
No, it's like triangle like this, and there's chicken in the middle. Kishi?
What is that?
It has like, it's shaped like pizza, like a tiny triangle pizza, but it's not pizza because there's something in the middle. I don't know, but
it's chapati.
I think that's not.
It just tastes good. It just tastes good because I had it in the hotel, man. It just tastes.
I'll
really
have
good.
to try that as well. So I've never tried that.
He's a very good cook.
I try to.
He can cook.
I get to cook.
Yeah, so I love food. So if you're a good cook, we're best friends, literally.
we'll be good friends.
Yeah, and I also want to try yamachopa.
Nyama choma.
Yeah, they've been telling me about it. Like,
yeah.
I can't. That one I have to try on my way.
Because Nigerians are known for their food. Yeah. The food is well known, and you guys even made a song, Jollof on the Jet. So I'm surprised that you actually like the food that we have around.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, maybe because I'm a food guy, I do like. I like to eat. If I'm stressed, I'll eat. If I'm happy, I'll eat. If I'm not too good.
But for you, it's like you're living. When are you leaving?
I leave 9 a.m. in the morning.
In the morning. So anyway, we will plan for next time when you come here.
Yeah,
There's several type of foods which are very good.
Tell me one.
Yeah.
If there's one that you could, I'm going to go back right now and then I'm going to tell them to get me something, right? So which one do you think?
Okay, so as a foodie, which there's several. I want to know which kind of food do you like? Do you like fried? Do you like roasted? Do you like?
I like chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, I love chicken.
Chips cook would be nice.
Yeah. So the most popular, like in Nigeria, what's the most popular food in Nigeria?
Jollof rice.
Jollof. So the most popular food in Tanzania is called chips kuku.
Chips kuku.
Yes. So when we say chips kuku, it's zege. So
have you tried chips kuku?
So French fries with chicken.
But our French fries, we have it with eggs. So if you have your fries, yes, you have your fries or the chips on the frying pan. Then you apply eggs. It becomes like, we call it zege because it's some, how they make concrete with the cement, and so it's something similar.
Yeah. He sounds like a chef. He sounds like a chef.
Yeah, he's good.
So that's the most popular.
Guy.
Actually, you could try that before you leave because it's the most popular food. You can get it anytime around.
Chips cocoa.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We have mihogo, so you could try at Coco Beach whenever you're free. But there's several foods, so we'll have to plan a food trip.
Tanzania tour. Come on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you learned any Swahili phrase or word so far?
The important ones. Mambo.
Okay.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Nakupenda.
Yeah. Nakupenda is a must.
I have to. Look, because of what I've seen, nakupenda is a must. I have to say nakupenda, asante sana, mambo. There's one I can't remember anymore.
So in Tanzania, we have our main language is Swahili, which is spoken all over. Everybody understands Swahili in Tanzania, and so when you say, let's say nakupenda, everybody understands it. In Nigeria, I know there's several tribes in Nigeria. Do you have a common language whereby like everybody understands, apart from English?
Yeah, that's the one that I even grew up with. It's called Pidgin,
Pidgin,
yeah. Like I'm used to speaking in that language. Like, so where I'm from, Delta State, I think it mainly originated from somewhere called Warri, you know, and that's where they say a lot of pidgin. So pidgin, anybody, any tribe, we have, you know, we're so diverse. You know, there's like over 200 tribes, and
Nigeria
everybody can
massive.
Different ethnic group, like 200 ethnic groups with different languages, over 200. So
pidgin connects
everybody
you.
understands. How far is going, you know.
So how
you know
what do you say nakupenda in pidgin?
In pidgin, I love you. I love you is I love you. You know, love is a universal word.
I want to understand.
Like, if I say I love you, I love you.
When you're saying pidgin, is it a version of English? The one just like something similar to the Jamaicans, that the way they do the English?
It's like English language that has been melted. For everybody to take it. You know, instead of saying how are you, you can say how far. You say I'm fine or I'm good, you can say I did. If you want to say, oh, this is going really great, like this is going really great, just say it's going.
But you know, we have several artists here in Tanzania who have sung in pidgin sometime, and the popular word or the popular phrase is "I go die." We sometimes mock these people that when you sing in pidgin, the only word that you use
is "I go die."
I go die. Shout out to Harmonize.
I mean, people don't even say that in Nigeria no more, you know what I mean? But they don't really say no more.
So music in Nigeria, does it matter the kind of language that you use? If it's tribal, traditional, or if it's in pidgin that every Nigerian can understand?
I think, you know, every part of the world, you know, the language that you speak, that you make your music in is important. But the most important thing that really affects music in Nigeria, and even I speak for myself, is the environment, you know. I think the environment that I grew up in is what affects my music. Like, that's why sometimes I speak in pidgin, most times I can sing. I mean, I sing in pidgin, sometimes I sing in English, but that's because I grew up in Lagos, and I was born in Benin and Delta State and all of that. That's where I grew up. So like, the environment that you're from has to represent you. Otherwise, people would see a fake when they hear you. You know? So, and Nigerians always represent something that is real. They only love what is real. In fact, I don't even think Nigerians, to be honest. I think Africans. I think all of my great songs that I have done great, I think it's the one that I really said something that was extremely about me. So it was quick for us as a team to understand that people just want to hear you. What are you about? You know, what am I about? And environment is everything about music, to be honest. You know.
I want to ask you something. Chocolate City is the label I'm a DJ, so I know Chocolate is way back then. It's a massive label, and in order for any artist to be signed under it, you have to have something unique. So tell me about you. There must be something unique about you that Chocolate City has decided to put the ink on the paper and believe you'll do great. So tell me, what do you think made you that great, or makes you great, that you are signed to Chocolate City?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like I'm just really blessed. You know, I think that
all blessed to Jah.
One thing that is common about me is every single thing that I do, like, it's always progressive. And that's the one thing that has always been constant, you know. I'm 23, you know, but I have like 3 projects.
You're very young, man.
3 projects?
Yeah.
Okay.
And each and every one of them has over 1 million streams. And this current one has close to 10 million streams everywhere, you know what I mean? And I think of everything that really makes me stand out, I think the way that I choose to make my music, the things that I choose to sing about, the way I like to express myself. Most people call it like really emotional. Most people say like he's very deep. But me, I just really like to sing about, like, if I want to say I really like somebody in a song, I don't just say I like you. I don't just say like random things. I really say it from my perspective, and because of it's my perspective and where I'm from is not a lot of people have made it out and be successful. So it's like I'm representing like a whole movement of new generational artists that, you know, are unheard of or unseen back in Nigeria. And that's why it's like it's not just me now, it's more than me. So like Chocolate City isn't just signing Tariq, it's like a whole new movement and culture, you know. and you know, I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. So your real name is Oluokun Temitope.
Yeah.
Tariq.
Yeah, my real name is Tariq.
Okay. These two names, do they have any meaning?
Yeah. Oluokun. Say
Oluokun.
Yeah,
Oluokun.
Oluokun. It's that's Yoruba. My dad is Yoruba. It means God of sea, the God of the sea and wealth. You know,
Aquaman.
Type. But I hate the beach. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
You don't swim?
Yeah, I can't swim.
Oh.
I can't.
Too bad. He's a good swimmer.
So what happens if you're doing a music video and you have to be in the water and
it's always the bank. It's always it's always like I'm always giving them teasing like, oh, I'm gonna, but I don't.
Yeah. So Tariq, can you tell us more about how growing up in Benin City and having a Yoruba heritage influenced your music and storytelling?
I mean, heavily.
Yeah.
Brother, like heavily. Like, to be honest, like I moved around too much. You know, I was born in Benin City, and then at 11 months old, I think, I moved to Lagos. And then I had to move back again to a different place called Delta State. That's the place that I had my childhood. And these are like two or three different ethnic groups. Like, these are three different lifestyles, three different environments, three different schools, primary, secondary schools, back to back, that I had to switch. And one thing that I know first, before anything, is that it made me introverted. Second, it made me a little, I would say, down and sad, because I was always without my family. It's because if I was in Lagos, it's either I'm without my brothers, or if I'm in Delta State, I'm without my family, like my dad and all that. So it made me really down, and just wanted to just be by myself, to be honest. And you know, music wasn't the answer though. It was always just writing things down first.
Yeah.
You know? And then as I grew, I loved music, and then now music is everything. You know.
You know, as Sky has mentioned, Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yoruba has very rich cultural heritage.
Yeah.
How do you use your music? Is it simply for entertainment? Is it for passing by your feelings, or how you envision things, or those? Or will it at some point, because I'm a Pan-Africanist, and I love Africa, especially our heritage and everything. Do you see either in your current projects or in future projects whereby you could have some elements of the culture of Yoruba? And because Nigerians are doing very well in Africa and outside, and of course with Chocolate City, which means they'll push you, which means whatever you put out there will have an impact. Yeah. So do you see yourself carrying that Yoruba heritage with you?
Look, the heritage from about Yoruba people can never leave, because my father is Yoruba. You know, even though I lived my childhood in Delta State, my dad is Yoruba, and even in the kind of songs that I sing, you would still hear Yoruba. Culture for me is something that is a major part of my music. You know, I can never take culture away from my music. I think that the music that I make, I think I make music to either make people happy or make people feel understood. You know. So one of the two, I have to just do one of them in any music, in anything I'm writing, you know. And to be honest, like, as long as I can do that, you know, I feel like my culture still stands. I feel like in the songs that I write, when you hear me, the way I sing, because I'm a big believer of Afrobeat, you know. That's the kind of music that I make, you know. Whether it's soul music, whether it's R&B, like, I'm still an African man, so I always try to make sure that it's there, you know. And everything I do, I just always try to implement on my culture, you know. So the culture is never going to die, and that's because it's just too rich, you know. Right now, I'm not really worried about it, you know. I feel like our culture in Africa is too rich. Like, there's just too much diversity for it to just be swept under the carpet like any others. You know?
Yeah. So your music reflects stories that multiple African lives have experienced.
Yeah.
How do you choose which stories to tell, and how do you ensure they resonate universally?
I tell you, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't choose. Like, I just write a lot. And when it's time for the album, we just listen. Okay, which right now actually suits this project. Like when I was writing this, my current project, I just
You write your own music, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Italy is the latest, right?
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah. Italy, for one, is the one that I know has gained a lot of plaudits.
It is a very good song, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that song is. I'm actually happy to hear that a lot of people really resonate with it, because that's exactly it's exactly me. I have an auntie who has gone through exactly that, and so writing the song took literally a day, just one night, basically from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. And that's because I was able to, and it wasn't even meant to be on the project, by the way. It wasn't even like an album camp thing. I was in my producer's place. He was making the beat, and I just wrote about it. And I wasn't really sure if I should put something like this out, because I was really trying to. Because this is, you see, this what I sang about, people moving to Italy and people getting shipped to Italy in my country. It happens prevalently in my side, like Delta State, Benin City. That's where it's prevalent. And my auntie has actually gone through all of that. I mean, she's good now though, but I just feel like there was no idea making a project talking about movement if I don't infuse something that is as significant as that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the whole idea. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you guys love it.
Yeah. So apparently you're an introvert.
Yeah.
So how do you balance infusing your personal emotions and experiences into your music while making them relatable to an audience?
I just laughed. It's hard, man. It's really hard. I can't lie. It's hard. Sometimes I have fights with my manager because I don't want to go to the club, or
who wins in the fights?
Him. Look at his size. He's gonna win the argument. Come on, man. He's gonna win the argument.
Down like WWE.
No, but he's gonna win the fight at the end of the day, because he's gonna say things like, "Look, you have to." When he say things like you have to,
you got to show up.
Yeah, but to be honest, the real me really is just someone that wants to stay back inside, maybe write songs, just have a good time with people and understand them. But now that I started experiencing what it feels like performing outside Africa, because I performed for the first time outside Africa in
Uganda, right?
Yeah, and just seeing that, the experience from that, I haven't stopped speaking about that for the past 3 days. Because I've been losing my mind over it, and I saw especially this girl who was just screaming my song word for word, and she's from Uganda. Just seeing how my presence and just seeing how performing the song makes people feel, it just makes me feel connected to them. So if there are different people like that all around the world, then I want to see them, So just not in the club.
Awesome. Okay. Having started writing after moving back to Lagos, how has that city's vibrant culture shaped your sound and growth as an artist? Lagos.
My brother, Lagos is a big country. Hey, Lagos is a big country. Lagos, they say something about how they say Jara. Jara means you have to wise up.
Oh.
Yeah, and they say Jara, it's wise up.
I mean, it's similar to Dar es Salaam, bongo. Also known as bongo, which brain. I mean, in order to survive in Dar, you have to use brain.
That's wise up for Lagos.
Yeah.
If you don't wise up,
survive of the fittest. You can survive,
bro. Because I'm not even joking. It's so easy to go under. It's so easy to go over. It's just, you just have to be at the top of your game, man. That's what Lagos really taught me. The good, the bad, the fast, the slow, in everything. You have to thank God, and then you have to make sure that Lagos is putting you on your toes, and even in the music you're making, because in the music you're making, as you're moving around Lagos Road, you're listening to what the majority of Lagos people are listening to. When you're going back in the studio, you have to do all of that. So it's impossible. It shaped me, it affected me one way or the other. It definitely affected me. It didn't make me, but it definitely affected me 100%.
In let's say in urban, in Lagos in general, do you have these? Here we call them boda boda, the motorcycles.
It's called Okada.
Yeah.
And the Bajaj.
I mean, it's the name of your EP, right?
So the name of my project is
Okada Airlines.
Okay, so that's
So we're coming back from.
It's like Air Boda Boda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Someone said Boda Boda Airlines in the last.
Yes. And do you also have the Bajaj's
Yes, we call that keke na pip.
Yeah.
What?
Keke na pip.
Keke na pep.
So the reason I ask is like when you saying that whenever you walk in Lagos, you listen to what people are listening to.
Yeah.
Back here, so those piki what
keke na pip.
kekena have sound systems,
Yeah.
and same as the bajajis.
Yeah.
So whatever is vibing there tells whatever they're passing by, you hear to the kind of music.
Yeah.
So you could tell how well a music is doing around the street. Is it the same?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like your music is great not by what playlists tell you, not by. I feel like music is really special when you see how it has affected people. You know, I feel like your music is special when even the most common man is resonating with it. You know, that's like music. You know, and once the common man resonates with your music, you know, and he's like just, you know, on his, I don't want to say that, on his Okada, and then he's resonating with it. Come on, like, you know, you've done something that really really connects, you know. And if you connect it, Nigerians will say tap. If you tap, it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's just it. Your music just has to go with the common man.
So, you have been praised for your soulful tone and velvet voice.
Yeah.
That's what they say. What does your creative process look like when writing or composing a song?
I mean, to be honest, I thank God, because this voice, man, I wasn't always confident with it though. Like, I used to even rap because I used to feel like...
You used to rap?
Yeah, not like I knew how to rap, but I used to just do it because singing was not... Because I used to be like a cool boy, like, I'm a gangster.
Yeah.
So, we have artists who they started as rappers, but they turned out to be very good singers.
No, me, I started as a singer, but it wasn't, at that time, people always say, like, you sound too emotional, like, yo, man, like,
you acted like a gangster.
Yeah. So, since then, but now, like, it got me millions of streams, so, like, you know, and girls love the way I sing, so.
So, sometimes we should expect in some of your projects, you'll give us some flow and some buzz. Meaning rapping,
Fingers crossed. But right now, like, I'm really in tune with how I sound. I'm really in tune with growing my voice. I feel like my voice, gracefully, hopefully to God, like, it could represent something that hasn't been spoken about a lot, and that is like the kind of lifestyle that a lot of people in the part of Nigeria that I live, and even the part of Africa that I live, that I'm in, you know, actually do, like the things they do, the things they go through, the environment they're in. Because, you know, I was speaking to, I'm going to go back to Italy again, but I think like as much as I feel like it's prevalent in Italy, it's not just Nigeria, it's not just Delta State. I feel like every part of the country, like most countries in Africa, is a common thing for people to get shipped over. And, you know, I just feel like as I grow, you know, I'll learn new things, and I feel like I'm going to become the voice, like a voice for a certain people who have an understanding that is unique to different people. So I'm looking forward to all of that. Yeah.
So let's talk about the title, Okada Airlines.
Yeah.
Very intriguing. What inspired the name, and how does it reflect the themes of journey captured in the album, in the EP? 4 songs, right?
Yeah, 8.
How many songs? 8 songs.
Yeah, so Boda Airlines. Okada Airlines, for me, is 2 things. So there's an actual airline. There was an actual airline station, right, called Okada Airlines in Benin City. It was station. An actual airline station, but it stopped at the 80s. It was prevalent in the 1970s.
Okay.
So my dad used to work there. He
Okay.
was the station manager, and then he met my mom, and then I was born. But now it's not in vogue anymore. But that's the major idea that made me say, okay, I gotta name it Okada Airlines, because Okada Airlines sort of represents like everything about movement, you know, the things you've seen, the environment that you're in, the people that you get to experience, the lifestyles you get to experience, and all of that, even the idea of what love is, the idea of what family is, friendship, all of that, having fun, bringing people together. The whole idea of what all of that is what Okada Airlines is all about. And to be honest, at the end of the day, like, everyone is just trying to move from where they are right now to someone better. The idea of the good place is where I put airlines. The idea of your now is Okada, you know. Like, for example, now my Okada or Boda Boda is Benin City, but my airlines is to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Tanzania, different parts of the world. From you, like you want to go somewhere else, you want to even in here, the idea of how you want to make here better is at the airline side. So Okada Airline is all about movement, you know, moving from where you are right now to the idea of what a good place is. And that in that journey, you know, what love is all about, what family is all about, what friendship is all about, all of those things, you know. That's the whole thing about Okada Airlines. You can hear songs like, there's a song called Bus Stop, so it's all about movement. So I put a song called Bus Stop, I put a song called Stamina, you know, it's all about movement. The first song is called Living Soul, you know what I mean, like you have to be alive, you have to feel good, you have to have someone that makes you feel alive even when you feel down. That's what Living Soul is all about. I put different songs there, I put Oye, like it's a beautiful project. I don't want to, I'm not going to stop, I promise you, like I can go on. I love Okada Airlines. It's the one project that I know that is more than me. Because the first one was Son of the Moon, the second one was All I Felt. It was all about, me, how I feel. But the first one that I know that I'm actually representing people and more than myself. It's something I went through, but it's not just me. A lot of people actually go through this like on a daily. That's what Okada Airlines is all about, and that's why it's right now it's my most prized asset.
I mean, you have to brag about it.
Yeah.
So, do you know that Tariq is from Benin City, where Rema also was? He was born there, right?
I was born there. I'm not from there. I'm from Delta State. I was born in
but okay. So Benin City also is represented by Rema. Do you guys know each other, like personally?
Personally, no.
Okay.
Personally, no. Everyone's working hard. You know?
Yeah, man.
Everyone's so busy, and he's really going up and about trying to do like his best just to feed, you know, everyone that is around him, and that's the same thing that I'm trying to do. Like every young growing artist right now that's making music, you know, whether you're from Benin City or from that side, we all have family behind that. You know, are just trying to make sure that they eat. So basically we're working hard to put food on people's table, and you know, we're doing a great job so far, hopefully. Yeah.
So let's talk about the challenging part of creating Okada lines. And how did you overcome those obstacles during the production? What are they?
I mean, to be honest, I think the major obstacle, because I can list a whole lot. One thing that was not an obstacle was the writing. The writing was there because it was easy to. The moment I tapped the source, okay, this is what I'm writing about, the writing was good. Thankfully, it wasn't always good, to be honest. Writing was okay, but the most challenging was picking songs and deciding on the date and just second guessing and just, is this the right time, is this the right song? And that one I didn't solve. My team, Ivy, Brainchild, my A&R, we all came together one night and we're like, it must not pass this night, we're gonna pick the song. Cause I'll tell you what, Ivy slapping because that night Ivy was there like, it's not passing this night, otherwise I'm not dropping this project again. Because that night, like, Okada Airlines was supposed to drop by May. I'm telling you facts. It was meant to drop by May. I believe that everything happens for a reason, because even then the songwriting wasn't great. So everything happens for a reason. All of the ideas, I'm a very spiritual person. All of the ideas that I get, I just believe that is for a reason, you know what I mean? And the time that we made Okada Airlines, like, we started making Okada Airlines from January. And maybe it was ready. I was like, nah, it's not ready. Like, nah, June, July, and then even when I announced, because I announced 3 times and we had to move it, you know what I mean? Because my God just kept telling me it's not the time. You know what I mean? And everything fell into place, you know. Everyone just said,
When you're saying that the writing wasn't good, how did it become great? Is it did it come internally, or did you get some help from the label?
The music it comes internally, but you see, like,
or did the manager come with a stick and like you have to
I mean, the music it comes internally, but the truth is, my muse right now, maybe because I'm still young, I don't have a muse yet. Like, I just pick from my environment. I pick from how I feel I pick from people. I remember something that happened to me in Delta State. I remember something that happened in Lagos. I remember a feeling that I felt. So it's not like I just wake up and I have a song to write immediately. You know, that's why I think it's really spiritual. Like, because I never really even know where the songs come from. It just comes and it's just great. And I'm like, I wrote this. Because Italy is the best example. I literally wrote Italy. Like, it wasn't even my session. The producer his room is like the studio, and then the parlor is like where I was, just laying down, pressing my phone, and then the beat just kept playing.
Yeah.
And then the melody was in my head, and I just went there. And talk about intervention, like, we could have submitted the project by that time, but we hadn't, you know. So I just went back, told him, let me try this melody, and then the voice just kept coming, and you know, it's got to have it like it came up. So yeah.
Who has creative? Who has the last say when it comes to creativity? Let's say whenever there's a difference.
Me.
So you're trying to say that big guy over there, even if he doesn't like a song, you still.
No, I mean, no. So I have my ways of convincing. I'm great at convincing. I can really.
So at the end of the day, you do pick what you believe that works.
I mean, I feel like that's like one thing that if I lose, I lose myself. I feel like if I lose my guts, if I lose like the ability to trust my guts, I think I lose myself. Because I feel like it's important. You listen to advice, and you have to even sometimes my gut tells me, I'm like, this is what you want to go for, but I think this person is right. You know, so I think if you lose your trusting in your gut, you lose a lot of things, especially where I'm from. Too many people will make you second guess, and second guessing is like, it's so quick, but you can be going to the right path and someone will just say one thing in your ear, you just start turning, you know what I mean? So trusting your gut is important, man. You have to trust your gut.
Chocolate Factory has many other artists. Do you guys, let's say, interact or help?
City?
Yes.
Yeah. They have many.
The label that you are with,
yeah,
Chocolate City. Yes. Yeah. So the other artists under Chocolate City, do you guys, let's say, interact, help each other, let's say, or is everybody for fighting their own battles? Their projects.
I really feel like even being in Chocolate City, like, I'm definitely blessed, because like the two of the biggest artists out of Africa, like, they just showed me so much support, like, since I started, like,
who?
Black Bones, Young John, come on, like, and they just take me in, like, you know what, I like you, so let's work together, and you know, that same happened with Black Bones, and it happened with Young John, and I'm just super grateful for that. But even outside them, like, every other person, we're just really friends. I'm super cool with people like Candy Bleaks, you know. There's different people in the label that, you know, because I'm the newest. You know, out of everyone there.
How long have you been with the Chocolate City?
Chocolate City itself, close to a year. But I was in the developmental academy for 2 years at first, and then because I was super young when they got me. Like,
so Chocolate City has an academy.
I think it was like turning 21.
Oh, okay.
So Chocolate City has an academy.
Yeah, it's called New Tribe.
What does it do? I know it's about grooming, but what exactly happens
to be honest,
there?
It's more like a family thing, you know. Like, they just want to give you an idea of what being an artist is from before, you know, you get to like the big screen, you know. And I think that's one thing that's really important, you know. And it just makes, I think, of everything that, for me personally, if I speak for myself, I think the one thing that it made me, the one thing that it made me feel out of everything was that it sort of made me find myself. Because I feel like artists that don't find themselves, if they start making music, trust me, it's not going to last, because you just have to be you. I think that's the whole idea of what New Tribe is. They have to make you find who you are, and then when you're ready for Chocolate City, you know it's time. And less than a year in Chocolate City, I have like millions of streams to my name, and so I have to say thank you to New Tribe as well. You know?
Yeah.
Because one thing that has been baffling me for a very long time is, I don't know how it's done. I don't know if it's the structure or how. I don't know. Maybe we might have a word with some of the management team. Is Nigerians have been able to churn out every year new artists who become big stars, because there's this is how we understand. There's the big three, which is Wiz, Davido, and Burna. Yeah. But after them, every year you have new artists.
And they're very good.
Yeah. So I've never been able to understand how does it work. So one of the surprises is understanding that, let's say, Chocolate City has an academy. That's one part. Yeah. But I've never been able to understand how fierce
is the competition in Nigeria.
I mean, so first to answer your question, I think that the label has a part to play. Yeah, but most importantly, I think where you're coming from is so important. You know, so it's people like zero their mind on success in this music thing because they see what happens. Like they literally every morning they see what happens if it doesn't go right. It's like when you wake up every morning and you're reminded of what happens if you fail, you're always going to want to succeed. And it happens to like thousands and hundreds of thousands of Nigerian people. And that's why to make like a music or art has been an escape form to success, you understand? And then for what you asked, you know,
the competition.
I think that there's a lot of competition, but I think that I think like a lot of people would see it as a competition, but me, I just don't see anyone like me, you know, and that's because right from the start, like I've always been look, I'm just making this music about my environment. I'm making music about my people, and the moment like I was able to find that, it's just like a thumbprint. Because there's no one like that, there's no one doing that. It was easy for me to just know that I have to just dwell on that. So for me, the only competition I see right now is myself. And every other person who's like trying to take Afrobeat to like a next level, it's a great thing for me because I just know that how I see the Afrobeat scene. And for me, it's like a couple of people who aren't really just trying to put food on a large farm, a large place, like place for a large number of people, you know, culture, way, like a city of people, you know, like me, you know, in my head I have ideas about like different things that I'm gonna do, you know. So in my head it's like I'm not just going by myself, like I have a wave of people that are coming to support me because I represent more than myself. So it's not really competition. Although other people might beg to differ, might want to say they want to be number one and all of that, but to be honest, like me, I'm just trying to make the best music, get a couple of Grammys, you know. Make definitely a lot of money. Oh my goodness, make a lot of money. Come to Tanzania when I want. So I just wake up in the morning. I'm like,
yeah, man,
come
and enjoy some chips in my eye.
And next time when it comes back, they have to go to Zanzibar, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
and I heard like the girls are pretty here, so I don't know. Like.
yeah.
Unfortunately, you're staying.
Absolutely.
I would have taken you around, but since you're staying here,
I did see a very pretty radio presenter though. Like
where Clouds? Which radio did you go?
I feel like the moment I say like it's obvious, like.
I hope you guys exchanged numbers.
Mjini.
Mjini FM. Oh, you went to Mjini.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was Mjini there? Okay.
Wow. That's the broadcast.
Yeah.
But she was so pretty.
We got you.
And she has such a pretty smile and all that. But I couldn't even stay like less than that. Like
you guys exchanged numbers?
I can't say.
You know,
I can't say.
For connection, for what purpose, you know?
I'll talk to Salam. Salam's who is Diamond manager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the owner from Gene FM.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can do.
Oh, come on, man. I got this. I like that though. It's the brotherhood thing. Like I like that.
Oh, you got this, eh?
I got this.
You got this,
guys. I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
I'm already started taking some steps. Don't worry. I got it.
Wow. So let's go back again at Okada Airlines.
Yeah.
Did it surprise you? How did it inspire you, especially considering the heartfelt storytelling you infused in the album?
Yeah. The success, did it surprise me?
Yeah.
Yeah. My success as an artist, being like, I know I know that I'm gonna be a big star, you know, like I know that I'm gonna be someone who's gonna definitely have an effect, a strong effect in Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Okada Airlines did surprise me, I can't lie, because the planning, all of the phases, like all of the stages in time, like everything, the way it happened, like 80%, none of them was of my own doing. I think the only thing that was my doing in that whole project was just singing. Everybody had a role to play.
Yeah.
Every single person in my team, and it was just weird how it played out. And just hearing that, I was like, okay, I'm making music about like where I'm from, and where I'm from is not even one of the most popular places to write about, you know. And everyone just connects to it, you know. And everyone just played a role. Like even selecting the songs, I was not even selecting the songs right. Like we had to do like a WhatsApp call just to say it's not moving from this.
Yeah.
They had to even threaten me. But if you say no to this, we're not dropping this year again. That's why I was like, guys, I decided my album, my project rollout in September. Late September. Yeah, it was that bad. I couldn't decide that this is the project. I was just like, no, let's put this. And so it surprised me. It surprised me. It's been less than a month. It has close to 10 million streams. I thank God.
Yeah.
It did surprise me.
That's a good achievement. 10 in less than a month, eh?
Yeah, it's gonna be a month on the 23rd.
Huh?
It's gonna be a month on the 23rd. Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very new.
That's
So you have to check it out.
Yeah, check out my project.
Yeah,
Kumpenda
yeah.
Airlines, Lagos, Nigeria, Delta State stand up, Tanzania stand up, Africa stand up. It's the young boy Tariq for keeps with all the swag and all the big smile, and you know, I want you guys to connect to it. Tell me your favorite song. You know, hit me up, hit my OGs up. You know.
Yeah. So mwekee ama tutajie wimbo ambao kwenye Okada Airlines ipi ambao umeikubali, na kwenye description ya interview hii we're gonna put those links ambazo zitakupeleka kwenye the whole project Okada Airlines. I'll see you. So what's the last word that you wanna tell our audience here at SNS?
First of all, like, thank you guys so much for supporting, you know, my music, because, you know, the fact that I make music all the way from somewhere in Nigeria and people in Tanzania, you know, they really connect to it. That really meant a lot to me, you know. And, you know, to those who haven't heard it yet, you know, just go listen to it. It's fresh, it's beautiful, it's young, it's vibrant, it's deep, it's relatable, and definitely it's something that you would connect to. But most importantly, I want you guys to trust in yourself and make sure that no one is telling you there's a lot of gold under a rock, whereas it's just mud. Make sure that as a young African, you really believe in something called dreams, because they come true. Mine is coming true, so like, just make sure like you believe in them, and I wish everyone the best. I want to have oh my goodness, I want to have a show. I want to have a show in Tanzania.
And I wanted to ask you, like, which artists are you familiar with from Tanzania, and which ones would you like to do a song with?
Here, my friend Isioma was telling me about Zuchu.
Oh, Zuchu.
I have to listen to some of her songs.
She's really good.
I have to listen to some of her songs. But obviously, everyone in Nigeria knows Diamond Platinum.
But just a heads up, don't hit upon her. She belongs to someone.
Who's that? Who's that?
Zuchu.
Oh, no, hit her. No.
Otherwise, she belongs
I
to someone who can shut down the industry for you. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
No.
I have your back.
But smart. You don't remember that she said she's done with Diamond Platinum?
Yes. Okay. So it's
I'm
it's
not.
cool.
I've just
she's
said
single.
she's single now.
She's single.
Nope.
I have your back, bro.
That music.
Diamond
is just
would be mad.
beautiful.
Diamond
Her
would be
music, because she's a big fan. So she told me like, you should check out Zuchu, and I'm like,
So there's Zuchu. Anyone else?
I mean, obviously, without a doubt, Diamond Platinum. Right? Diamond Platinum is someone that is, and then there are there's like a host of others that I have to now go and listen to, right?
I mean, we can give him some recommendations, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So apart from Zuchu, you can also go with Nandi. Yeah.
Okay.
She's really big.
So Nandi is like the analog of Zuchu. So the other side of you have Zuchu, then there's Nandi, who's also doing great as female artists.
Yeah, I like female artists. I feel like they work twice as hard. You know, I like female artists.
And once you talk about Diamond, there's the other side, which is Alikiba.
Ali Kiba.
Yeah.
I know Ali Kiba is a legend.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a
Absolutely.
Yes, he is. He is.
Is Ray Vani from here?
Yeah, Rayvani. Yeah.
Yes.
From here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard of Ray Vani too.
Yeah.
He's from here.
Rayvani is a product of Diamond. Diamond has his label, which is WCB. So from that label
That's Wasa.
came
Wasafi.
Yeah, I'm a damn.
Yeah.
So there's Zuchu.
Yeah.
She's under WCB.
Yeah.
There's Rayvani, who is now independent with his own record label.
There's Harmonize also.
There's
Harmonize.
Yeah.
Harmonize is from Tanzania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I think
I know.
amongst the Tanzanian artists who collaborate a lot
With
and
Nigerians.
they have a very good connection with the Nigerians is Harmonize.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know he was.
Yeah.
Even the line that he mentioned, I go die. Yes.
Is that Harmonize?
We used to mock him.
That's
He uses a lot.
Harmonize.
Yeah, frequently. Yeah. So he's here. He's from Tanzania. So we have a couple of
Yeah, I definitely have to.
good yeah.
I definitely have to do like one thing I'm going to do is like I need a new like East African playlist.
Oh,
Like even the guy that brought us here, like he was putting on some good music.
that's
Like,
awesome.
Was it you that? okay, it was hard. She was putting me on. Take your credits. It was hard. That was putting me on some good East African music, like Tanzanian people, and I was like, oh, I kept asking, who's this, and then, so I just need maybe a new playlist, you know.
So Tanzania is a very big market for Nigerian music.
Yeah.
Nigerian music really does.
I mean, we love Nigerian music.
We love
yeah.
Nigerian music,
Yeah.
so it's somewhere that the collaboration with local artists will help push you through the local market. So you should look. But at the end of the day, those are few. Those are the highlights of the artists that we have. Nevertheless, you might have a different taste or a different. So once you start to go through them, you will see which one fits your style best.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to working and collaborating with Tanzania.
I mean, that's why you're here, right?
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
Yeah,
I feel like if I'm telling stories, like the more I want to spread it, the more I want to collaborate with people that also like connect to me or have an idea of the kind of things that I do or the kind of songs that I make. So,
and back in Nigeria, which artist would you love to work with?
Burna Boy, like that's he's like he has like. It's written on the wall.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning like Burna Boy. Yeah, but I'm a big. I think he's left a mark on me. You know, it's simple. It goes without saying. Like if you actually see me perform, if you see the kind of songs that I make, you know that Burna Boy has left a mark on me. You know, I think people say he left his mark on Afrobeat, but he did leave his mark on me. So yeah, Burna Boy.
As a DJ, I remember you playing Burna Boy's song back then, 2010, 11, 12.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
He's been there. Yeah, back then there's Wizkid was bigger than him. Yeah. Then came Davido.
Yeah.
And a few others. Then there's the South African music. Then and it's an inspiration actually. He found a way of getting out there, and he really transformed himself. And Burna Boy is Burna Boy now. I think is
the African giant.
The African giant. Yeah. So there's something which to learn from, to be inspired from. Yeah. And I'd really love to hear one day, because there's, you know what they say about manifestation, you manifest. So one day, Tariq.
But one thing, Tariq, when you become bigger than all like Burna, don't forget about us, my man.
I couldn't.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't. I couldn't. I can't forget. I say here, I won't forget. And if I do, remind me.
We'll remind you.
You said this, and I'll be like, because I'm mad at my word.
Yeah, man. You stop picking up our phones and stop replying your DMs and something like that.
I like DMs.
Yeah, man.
I maybe phone calls I don't like, but DMs. That's the way to
He's
get
an introvert.
You like to slide into the DMs.
True.
So, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure having you here, my brother.
This is a big deal for me.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tariq,
smart.
Was great having you here. We've learned a lot, and I'm sure next time we meet, the the circumstance will be much great.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You'll be blinging much better.
Yeah. I want to get
with some plaques.
Yeah, I want to get ice cold.
He'll be heavy.
Yeah.
You're carrying some heavy stuff
Big
there.
ups.
Thank you so much. My name is Sky with my brother here, DJ Smar. Thank you, Tariq.
Yeah.
All the best, and thank you so much for tuning. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Upo tayari kukua? Tangaza, uza na fikisha bidhaa zako kama mtaalamu bila hata ujuzi wa teknolojia. Karibu E360 Mart, soko kuu la Tanzania linaloleta bidhaa zako kwa mamilioni ya wateja. Jisajili sasa e360mart.com. E360 Mart, wateja zaidi, mauzo zaidi, mafanikio zaidi.